Do you know there is an animal on this earth that has never been defeated? Not by a lion, not by a cobra, not by a leopard, not by anything. Scientists have searched through decades of wildlife research trying to find one recorded moment where this animal gave up. They found nothing. Shocking, right? Well, do not go anywhere, because by the end of this video you will know exactly which animal it is, and what it does will leave you speechless. Stay with me. This is beyond human. Scientists have studied every predator on Earth. Lions, sharks, crocodiles, wolves. They have documented thousands of fights in the wild. And in all of recorded wildlife history, they found one animal that has never lost. Not once. Not ever. It is not the biggest animal on Earth. It is not the fastest. It does not have the sharpest claws or the strongest bite. But every single predator that has ever challenged it has walked away defeated. And when I tell you what this animal is, you will never look at the wild the same way again. Stay with me, because this gets darker before it gets unbelievable. Every year scientists rank the most dangerous animals on Earth. The list always looks the same. Great white sharks, saltwater crocodiles, grizzly bears, Cape buffalo. Big, powerful, terrifying. But there is one animal that never makes that list. An animal so overlooked, so underestimated that most people have never even thought about it as a threat. Yet wildlife researchers who have spent decades in the field describe encounters with this animal as the most unsettling experience of their careers. Not because of its size, but because of what it does when it is cornered. Most animals, when threatened, will assess the situation. They calculate the risk. They decide whether to fight or flee. This animal does neither. It does not calculate. It does not hesitate. It simply attacks. Every single time. Without exception. Against anything. We are going to show you exactly what we mean in just a moment. But first you need to understand what this animal has survived. Because without that, what comes next will not make sense. There is a documented case of this animal being attacked simultaneously by 2 lions and a leopard. 3 apex predators. At the same time. It fought all 3 off and walked away. There is another documented case of this animal being bitten by one of the most venomous snakes on Earth. It collapsed on the ground, unconscious. Any other animal would have been dead within minutes. This animal woke up and went back to finish eating the snake that had just tried to kill it. There is a case of this animal entering a wildlife sanctuary enclosure, being trapped, and instead of panicking it began collecting sticks and mud. It built a tool, used the tool to climb over the wall, and escaped. Researchers watched in silence. None of them had ever seen anything like it. One scientist who spent 15 years studying this animal in the wild said something that stopped us completely when we read it. He said, and these are his exact words, "This is the only animal I have ever observed that appears to have no concept of losing." No concept of losing. So what is this animal? We are about to show you. But before we do, what you are about to see in the next 4 minutes will completely change how you understand survival, strength, and what it really means to be undefeatable. Do not go anywhere. Meet the honey badger. 25 pounds. Roughly the size of a small dog. Native to Africa and Asia. And the official holder of the Guinness World Record for the most fearless animal on the entire planet. You have probably seen it before and thought nothing of it. That is exactly what its prey thinks too. Right before they run. The honey badger's body is built like nothing else on Earth. Its skin is so thick that arrows have been reported to bounce off it. So loose that when a predator grabs it, the honey badger simply rotates inside its own skin and bites back. Imagine being grabbed by a lion and then spinning around inside your own body to attack its face. That is not an exaggeration. That is documented behavior. Its skin is also resistant to bee stings. Honey badgers raid active beehives, absorbing hundreds of stings simultaneously and do not stop eating until they are done. Hundreds of stings. They keep going. But here is where science gets truly astonishing. The honey badger hunts venomous snakes. Not avoids them. Hunts them deliberately. Cobras, black mambas, puff adders. When it gets bitten, and it does get bitten, it collapses unconscious and then wakes up. Scientists discovered that honey badgers carry specific mutations in their nervous system that create partial immunity to venom. The same mutations found in hedgehogs and pigs. But no animal on Earth uses this immunity the way the honey badger does. It does not just survive venom. It weaponizes its own survival. Now here is the part that nobody talks about. The part that wildlife researchers rarely put in their published papers. Because it raises questions about animal intelligence that science is not yet ready to fully answer. Stay with me for the next 2 minutes. What comes next is the most disturbing part of this entire story. The honey badger does not just fight. It thinks. In captivity, honey badgers have been observed using tools, sticks, rocks, mud to escape enclosures that were specifically designed to contain them. One honey badger named Stoffel became legendary among wildlife researchers. He escaped his enclosure 26 times. Each time the sanctuary staff blocked his method, he developed a new one. He recruited a female honey badger to stand still so he could use her as a step to climb higher. He watched staff unlock the gate repeatedly until he understood the mechanism. He waited until nighttime to attempt escapes he had been planning during the day. This is not instinct. This is strategy. And in the wild, this same intelligence is applied to survival. Honey badgers have been observed waiting outside snake holes, knowing the snake is inside and simply waiting patiently for hours until hunger forces the snake to come out. Then it attacks instantly. No hesitation, no fear. And it has never in all of documented wildlife history been seen walking away from a fight it started. Not once. The honey badger does not know it holds a world record. It does not know scientists study it. It does not know you are watching this right now. It is just out there somewhere in Africa or Asia. Faking fights it has no business winning. And winning anyway. Because here is the truth that every lion, cobra, and leopard has already learned the hard way. Size means nothing against something that refuses to stop. The honey badger is not the strongest animal on Earth. It is simply the most committed. And in the wild, just like in life, commitment always beats talent. If this changed how you see the world, subscribe to Beyond Human. Every single week we go where others won't. The world is stranger than they told you. And we are just getting started.